Randomness Guy here. Just decided I would do an update for this claw machine here. It's been about a year since I last updated you guys about this. Some things have changed since then. One of them in particular is obviously there's now LED lights in here. It's a little bright outside and my garage door is open, so it's getting flooded pretty bad with natural light. But it's all working and like it should, and I changed all the settings and I tried to add a bill acceptor. It did not work. So I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I'm just trying to keep myself busy. So I was on YouTube and I saw that I haven't posted a video about this project in about a year. So I decided to show you an update. So I'm going to show you it playing. I'm going to add a couple credits. I do have to put a coin hop in here so that I can actually put quarters in it. I'm working on that right now. But I put in a new key. Like I said in my last video, the one that was in there was pretty janky. So now it all works like it should. So it's telling me to go. So I'm just going to go drop it somewhere random. I got this mechanism fixed. So for those of you who play the Acme games and you don't know what that little wheel thing's for on them, that is actually so you can turn the claw left and right. It's like a skill thing. So whenever this is done playing, I'll show you it in action. I replaced the circle thingy for a joystick because I did not like having to go like this with a little tiny wheel, and it was annoying. So if you can see it here, I'm going to turn it left. The claw rotates left. Go right. The claw rotates right. One thing I'm really good at doing is making stuff do what I want it to do. So I'm going to show you the inside here of the things that I've done. Alright, so things that I've done. One, before, didn't have any coin mechanism on the front at all. So now, it does. I have to put this plate back in here. This is where I try to add the bill acceptor. It just did not want to cooperate with what I was trying to do. So sometimes you just can't get it to do what you need it to do. So that is it all up and going in the back. We got the, if my camera wants to focus here, there you go. So we got the whole entire coin mechanism. The door is all one unit because I didn't want to try to mess with it at all or anything like that and try to do all the janky stuff that was there before. So I just literally grabbed my angle grinder, cut out a big old huge square, and then put this in. So, you know, you have to have spacers and stuff. Nobody's getting into this. They can take a crowbar to this thing, ain't nothing getting in there. Underneath here, you can see I've added the neon lights. It goes all the way around the top, all the way around the side, and those are just held in by these metal clamps, so these metal sleeves that they go into. And then there was enough excess that I was able to light up the prize sheet just perfectly. So whenever you go to get your prize, you can actually see exactly what you're winning and stuff like that. But next thing I'll be doing, this is a tilt alarm right here. So what I'll be doing is grabbing this off of here and mounting it over there against that side so that I can put a coin hopper right there. So that's going to be the go-to on that. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it all and stuff like that, because there was originally a hopper off the front of this thing that, because the coins were way up here, and then there was a hopper that came in right here, and since this is now the replacement and this is in here now, I can't put a hopper on the door itself. I have to put it down there. So I'm going to have a sleeve that comes down right here and then goes right there and puts the coins into that. I'm going to lower the playing field. So I believe this is lower. Yep. So I didn't like how high the playing field was. So what that will do is it kind of unscrews this. You can see it's moving down right now. So I know it's really slow moving, but I'm able to adjust the height of this So that's really nice about this, is it also has a auto thing, so there's an optic that goes across somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it's at, but as prizes are won and it depletes, it raises up the platform. And then so your prizes always look like it's full when in reality it's not. So also, this right here is what that wheel pushed into. So it pushes the button. So whenever you turn it left or right, it would push the corresponding button left or right. And I replaced it with a joystick. I had to custom do everything and make it all, my bad, finger was in the way. I had to custom do everything and make sure everything was set up the right way. So the only switches that work is the left and right, because there's only 2 connections on there. But the good thing is I got a couple extra switches out of the deal, so if I ever need another switch, I got a couple. So, but I'm going to bring you up closer to this so you can see the left and right actuating. My fucking phone wants to work. Okay, there you go. So we got left, right, so that's all the way left. So you just go back straight, boom, right there, and voila, that's how that works. What I'm planning on doing, oh, I think that's far enough. We'll go ahead and stop that. That's low enough. So what I'm going to be doing with this thing is making this a mystery prize unit. So let's go ahead and add some credits. So we got 2 credits. I have it set to 50 cents for play. Nice and locked up. Okay. Sorry, my finger keeps going over the thing. I'm right-handed. So, alright. So we're going to go this way a little more. And look at, we can swivel it. So as this goes down, if I decide that I need this to turn a little bit this way, I can turn it. And right exactly where I needed it to be. Let's hope I win it. I have it set up pretty strong, and this is a perfect grab for these containers. So I kind of made it so I could win it. So I'm a little cheapskate. So there you go. And then whenever the prize comes out, there it is, just like that. And then it's all lit up so you can grab your prize and see what you're reaching your hand into. So I'm going to rethrow this back in with a non-perfect grab, which would be an upside down grab. So we're going to throw that down like that and show you that this is the perfect and ideal setup for this machine. So we're going to go straight. Gotta look at my angles. Oh, don't know what I'm pointing at apparently. Go this way just a touch bit more. Right there. Perfect. Alrighty. Try to get rid of some of this glare. Got a good rotation to it. I'm going to swing it back the other way. There you go. So that is an imperfect grab. It will not grab that. So also this had a play until you win function enabled. So I got rid of that. So if you don't catch it, you don't get it. So, but that's it. Basically all working like it should. I just got to create a coin mechanism, well, a coin hopper for the bottom, and try to at least find a way so I can collect my coins. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, but I figured you guys could use an update on it and stuff like that. I'm going to add myself a couple more credits. So hopefully I don't reach my hand into something that's going to shock me. I know the mechanism's right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. Nice little hole I can reach my hand into. So I'm going to try to flip it. There you go. And now I want it to rotate this way. There you go. Perfect. Oh, that is a good grab. Hopefully it'll rotate. Hopefully it'll flip it up. Oh. Alrighty. So I obviously changed the claw. Before it was a candy claw, so it had a big old metal gripper thing like this and went and I retrofitted a 3-prong claw as a replacement because I did not like the other one. Come back just a little bit more. I think that should be good. I think we got it, guys. So there's been a lot of retrofitting on this thing to get it to do exactly what I want it to do, and it's got it. It's got it. There's no way it doesn't have that. Oh. Something makes it. Made it. Yes. There you go. And I am the winner yet again. So I think this is the route I'm going to go with this thing. I have a lot of things coming up here, so hold on one second while I put you away. Oh, also, I got some color changing LED bulbs up top. So whenever I get the marquee fixed, because it needs a new piece of plastic, and I'm replacing one of the wood things that wrap it around. Once I get that all up there and everything, it's going to look really cool. So you can already see the color changing through that. So it looks pretty badass. But I'm going to put you back on the tripod. So that's basically my update for this. I changed the lock, added a coin mechanism, swapped out the little wheel thing for a turn left-right joystick, added LED rope light. It's an LED. It's a neon LED rope light, so it has like a plastic, like a foggy, milky plastic over the top of the LEDs, which does this lining effect like that. It's called neon LED. It's from Amazon. You can find it yourself. These I bought from my local Home Depot. These two lights up here, and then I swapped out the claw for a 3-prong claw. That's it. That's where I'm at with it. Still working on it. I do have a new arcade machine. It's right over there. Wanna go see it? Let's go. Alright guys, so this is my newest machine. So, I don't know if you noticed a lot of my videos, I like gaming, I like fixing stuff, I like cool stuff like this. So, some news. I will be opening a arcade here where I live. I don't know when, but I'm starting to collect machines for it. They're very hard to find. I live in the West. Actually, I live in Utah, so there's not very many arcades. They're few and far between, but I do have the Challenger Candy Claw machine. That one's ready to go. The Acme crate machine's almost ready to go. Got to put a coin chute in it and all that stuff to get everything up to par with that. I got some things to work on with that one. This one just needs one red bulb and then a couple bulbs on the bottom swapped out. When I got it, did not turn on. Obviously, I buy these without them working at all. So it didn't turn on. This wasn't lit up. The light inside wasn't lit up. The lock right here, they didn't have locks on the side because the person that got it didn't realize that the keys were inside it, so he tried to drill them out, and then for where he put it, he ended up putting a big huge bolt right here. Let's see if I can find that for you. So we have this right here bolted to the side of it, so like this, because he broke it and fucked it up. So, but I went through and fixed it, and now it's got keys that work. Let's see if I can find out which keys they are. Got 1.5 million keys for everything nowadays. So these are the keys to open it. These are locking keys, so they will not release. They will not come out while the gate door is open, which is good for me. So I always forget my keys. So now it's open. There's nothing spectacular. You want to add something to it. Let's say we're going to add, I do jewelry stuff on the side where I get like costume jewelry and stuff and I sell it and stuff. So I have a bunch of this stuff, and this is stuff that I'm going to put in there. So I've already made my money back on all this, and this is just free merchandise for me now. So basically, you load it up on the hopper. We're going to put this on the bottom because I really don't feel like that dropping is going to be good. And then you add credits. So this is from a nickel cave in our area, and it went through a few hands, ended up about 80 miles south, and I went and picked it up. So that's kind of where we're at with it. It had a nickel mechanism in it. I have a couple quarter mechanisms that I swapped out the guts with, and yeah, so now it accepts quarters, and it needs some work still. Obviously some bolts need to be swapped out. I need to get a decal for this thing right here, and then all the decals around the whole thing need to be swapped out and stuff. So I have it set right now to the item in the thing is set to $1, and it pays out 5 to 1. So I have to do 10 plays to get 1 prize. Daddy's watching. Daddy's making a video. Bye bye. Oh, I won. There you go. So then what it does is it just turns it, and then when it hits this metal plate, it hits a sensor, dispenses the prize, and then it goes on to the next. I also have to swap out this button mechanism. It's got soda all over it and stuff like that, but I have like 7 of them, but they're the wrong size connections, so I have to cut them off and then put new size connections on it for it to work. But I'm planning on swapping out this Movie Mania and having one custom made with my arcade name. So the cool thing about all my machines is everybody was nice enough to leave the manuals. So I have the manuals for all my machines. Even this, the Challenger one right here, that was from 1990, yeah. I have the original invoice for it and stuff like that. So, and this one has the original invoice showing that they sold it to our local Nickelcade and stuff like that. So, but so far we have 3 machines down. Coin pusher, I haven't even fucked with it. Haven't had time. I've been under the weather and stuff, and then I had another baby since last year. Well, actually, no, Raya was born. Just life's busy. I have a really busy job, so I'm doing that on top of watching my kids, on top of doing this. So this one I would consider ready to go, except for I just need to get the one red light at least to get it to full getting into a place thing. But other than that, the thing works perfectly and all running like it should. If you're curious about the mechs and stuff like that, let's get inside. Let's see here. So, hopefully it hasn't been out of focus this whole time. So, the way this one works, it's just got a thing right there. Just a standard mechanism for accepting quarters. I had to swap out this right here. This is now a quarter machine, and it was a nickel machine before. So, that slot right here is lined up with this slot right there. And then it goes down here. That's where you catch all your quarters. This is the button replacement that I have for this. So I can swap out that button because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I need to swap that out. Yeah, if you want to see, oh, you guys probably want to see how the back side looks, huh? Let's take you back there. So I have 2 sets of keys. Keys for the front, keys for the back. My garage is a disaster. Me and my wife have been working on it, but I had an injury, so can't really do too much. So that's the back guts. Basically circuit board, and then it goes out to these motors, and the motors turn the the carousels for the prizes. And then somebody jinked in a fuse because they couldn't find that fuse, so they just did that. The other one here is so the front fluorescent lights, I had to swap out the starters, which are those right there, and then I had to swap out that fuse right there. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a good working machine, and I plan on it making me lots of money. I need you to say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Be sure to like and subscribe to randomnessguy.
Sky.
Good job. Hi, Yaya. Love you. See you.